In our earlier video, we explained why faculty would want to make writing assignments that enhance student learning, and we described the key features of engaged writing that promote higher order thinking and practical competency. In this video, we'll provide information about how to design such assignments. As you recall from the first video, there are three key elements of writing assignments that promote engaged learning: construction of meaning, interactions, and clear expectations. Scholars who study writing have identified 4 overlapping knowledge domains that we all draw on when completing writing tasks. Let's examine each of these domains more carefully.
Writers must, of course, know the subject they are writing about. They also draw upon what they know about different forms of writing, or genres. Letters are not the same as formal reports, and neither are like the captions that accompany visual material, such as graphs or charts. If writers don't know the features of a particular genre, they are unlikely to give us what we expect. Writers must understand the rhetorical situation in order to produce the kind of writing that is most likely to be effective. Understanding who the audience is, what they expect, and what the purpose of the writing is are crucial to producing an effective piece of writing. The term rhetorical situation captures the interaction between audience, purpose, and message. Finally, writers must know something about writing processes, how to get started, how to make use of suggestions from others to revise, and how to proofread and how to edit their work.
Many faculty are so focused on the subject matter of their courses that they forget to provide instruction in these other knowledge domains. Each discourse community has different expectations, and so students have to learn those expectations as they compose writing for our disciplinary courses. We also know from research that many inexperienced writers have a difficult time applying the knowledge they have to new writing situations. For example, students may learn to proofread in a first-year writing course, but fail to do so when they turn in their lab report. They may practice summarizing in several courses, but fail to grasp how the common review of prior literature section of an academic article requires a different mix of summary and analysis in different disciplines. Instructors can help students perform better and become more effective writers by directing the process of writing, rather than just assigning the end product. Many instructors provide directions about what the finished product should look like. They may tell students details like margin width, font required, citation style to follow, or how long they expect the finished piece to be. These details are often a way of reinforcing disciplinary expectations for scholarly writing, or the expectations of the genre they are asking students to produce. Unfortunately, such details offered along with directions on grammar and mechanics can send students the message that the appearance of the piece of writing is more important than the content or the thinking they put into producing that writing. As we can see in this assignment, students are given the subject matter and details about the appearance of the final product, but they are given little help with the rhetorical situation and no direction of the writing processes that might be useful to getting this work done. How might we help students build the knowledge they need about the genres used in our disciplines? How can we create rhetorical situations for our assignments that help students produce more effective writing? Even though all course assignments are ultimately read by the instructor, when assignments provide an imagined audience, a purpose for the piece of writing, and the genre that's expected, students are more likely to demonstrate their subject matter knowledge in ways that are appropriate to that situation. In other words, the audience for a writing assignment doesn't have to be the same as the reader of the finished product. Framing the traditional term paper as a report for imagined clients, a brochure for a public audience, or an article for a scholarly publication gives the students the opportunity to learn about those genres and practice considering rhetorical situations they are likely to encounter outside the classroom. Notice how this assignment has been revised to provide more criteria about the rhetorical situation, including the purpose, an imagined audience, and the genre expected. By narrowing the focus and more explicitly describing the genre, purpose, and audience, this revised version emphasizes the value of content and higher order thinking skills over formatting issues. Assignments in disciplinary courses can also guide the process of writing so that students are reminded of prior writing experiences and develop additional strategies for getting writing tasks done. Such direction builds students' knowledge of writing processes. Many instructors stage writing assignments into the course in a way that helps students treat the writing as a process rather than merely a product. When students are encouraged to spend more time on the writing task, they are more likely to experience the deep learning that is intended. At the most basic level, all writing includes a three-part process: pre-writing, writing, and revising. Instructors can direct the writing process in a number of ways. For example, by requiring research or data collection, preliminary drafts, peer review, instructor feedback, revisions based on feedback received, or rewriting with a shift of audience and/or purpose, instructors help writers get the writing done, can intervene when students run into problems, and are more likely to get finished products that demonstrate what students have really learned. A common way of guiding the process of writing is to offer a timeline that involves each step of the process necessary to getting the assignment done. In this example, the students are provided with a schedule of due dates and suggestions about what activities they should be doing prior to submission of preliminary drafts, proposals, and peer reviews or final products. So, how do we create engaging writing assignments? By answering the questions listed here, instructors can create assignments that develop all four domains of knowledge, give students practice in using writing to think and communicate, and promote deeper learning and practical competence. But don't be overwhelmed by these questions. Most teachers learn to consider such features of writing assignments over time, and can get better at doing so by simply being more intentional. Start somewhere. Try out an assignment. Pay attention to what happens. And then revise it to make it better for the next time. Handouts with more suggestions about designing assignments and examples for those who need them can be found on our website, which is provided at the end of this video. In disciplinary courses, however, sometimes our intent is only to help students learn the content at a deeper level, and we are not really concerned with their ability to write for any particular audience or in specific genres. If we really are focused only on subject matter, we may want to use a Writing to Learn assignment. To learn more about creating Writing to Learn assignments, check out our next video in the series, Designing Engaging Writing Assignments.